the persistence that allows us to save everything, period. So you can take your coffee mug that you've got in the carrack and explore on a planet and drop it in a forest, get back on your carrack, fly away, and someone else could go to that forest and see that coffee mug, or you could come back and see it if someone else hasn't stolen it.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and in this video I wanted to spend some time to acknowledge some of the progress that Star Citizen has made throughout the years, because yes, it's very easy to make memes on Reddit or on Spectrum of Chris Roberts or any members of CIG about promises that they've done in the past and that have yet to materialize in a game, but sometimes there also are some promises that they made that eventually become part of the game, and this is what I want to talk about in this video. Here's some progress that has been made in regards to persistence in the verse. Probably you guys remember that footage that I showed in the introduction of Star Citizen Season Cons 2019 when Chris Roberts was making the infamous comment of the coffee mug that would be dropped by someone and found later on by someone else on the same planet. And this is the kind of comment that people eventually remembers and say, oh, you remember back in the days when he said that and it still not happened. Well, it turns out that recently I was very pleasantly surprised by actually finding something that I left on the planet. This is something that happened on my Twitch channel, because I'm trying to do some live streams quite regularly every Monday to Friday on Twitch from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. GMT plus 8, and on Saturdays as well from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want to check out me playing live with you guys, well, the link is in the description down below. And so in this last play session, I actually stole a ship with some boxes, and well, how to get back the boxes, because if I go to Puerto Rico, I won't be able to sell those boxes, right? So I actually dropped those boxes from a stash, and I eventually went back and so, you know what, I'm gonna try to get some more. I was a little bit greedy, and eventually I got killed because someone came probably attracted by all those boxes here at Jumptown. Millions of possibles of profit of alpha, you see, and that's okay. This is totally part of Jumptown. It's part of that is the internet gameplay. But so eventually after that I came back to where I dropped off the boxes to see if they were still here, and eventually I could pick them up, put them in my carrack, and this is what happened. They're here. Yes. Oh yeah. So as you can see, this was my genuine reaction here when I saw that the boxes were still here. I was genuinely impressed and happy to see that persistence had actually happened and that the boxes had not despawned, because in the past this is what would have happened. I remember a couple of months ago, actually, I was trying to have some kind of event with GG360. It was actually last year, where we wanted to have a shootout, and we just positioned a couple of bottles of water on some kind of trunk on Microtech, and eventually the bottles after a couple of minutes just despawned simply because the game could not handle that anymore. But that doesn't seem to be the case anymore now, thanks to iCache, a technology that was released last year throughout the month of September, a little bit forward after that. It is now possible for the game to remember where items are, hundreds of different items at different locations around the verse, and keep them exactly where we are, which is exactly what Chris Robert was saying in 2019 during that CitizenCon episode, where he said that he wants people to drop off items, be able to come back later, pick them up, and eventually do whatever they want to do with those items. And I think that this is what enabling events, for example, like Jumptown, where you have those boxes that just pop out of that automatic distribution machine, and it's just allowing players to stash those boxes either in Jumptown. We've seen hundreds of different boxes put together, or just hide them somewhere else, like exactly what I'm doing here. It's just opening for so much more gameplay opportunities, not just with boxes, but as I just shown you here, stolen ships with eventually cargo. In the future, we'll be able to pick up cargo boxes with our multi-tools, right? With the tractor beam attachment, it will be possible to just steal a ship, transfer the boxes of cargo, let's say laranite or titanium, put them into your ship, and all of that will be made possible with iCache. But what we are seeing here is just the very first implementation, the first concrete examples of how persistence is working in the game, and we can be sure that the game eventually, Star Citizen, is going to expand on what we are seeing here. These are really exciting times, guys, and I really wanted to share that because it's true that there's a lot of negativity around Star Citizen with broken promises, but I also think that it's important to see that when promises are eventually fulfilled, we need to acknowledge that and celebrate that, and that's exactly what I did yesterday. And I knew that it kind of was in the game, but it was really the first time that I experienced it in a concrete example myself, and that is why I was so happy and surprised in the footage that you saw. Now, I know that this is not entirely reliable and that it's not going to happen quite often. There were quite a lot of you guys in the chat section of the stream who said, oh, you're never going to see those boxes are going to despawn. And it's true that sometimes items still despawn. It happened also yesterday. I was flying an Aurora to Security Post Corée, and my Aurora, after I finished my mission, just wasn't there. And there were absolutely no reason, no explosions, no nothing, no enemies. It just despawned. And these are things that still happen, unfortunately. But it's also great to see that it's also working as intended from time to time, and hopefully as time passes by and the game progresses more, it's going to be more and more reliable. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what has been the improvement that you have noticed the most over the past couple of years. I would say that the other one would be the 30k errors, which are almost disappeared. I think that this is also some wonderful progress, but maybe there's also something else that I'd like to know, that I'd like to talk about in the comment section down below. This is to win a hull A or a hull B if you subscribe to the channel and just answer the question that I just asked. Make sure you are in public settings so that I know that you are subscribed. Also, I wouldn't do these videos without my subscribers on Patreon or via the YouTube Join membership program. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I'm not lying when I'm saying that you guys keep the show running during those difficult times when the YouTube algorithm is destroying the channel. So thank you so much, guys. Please help me out also by liking and subscribing to the channel, even if you don't want to participate in the giveaway, because it really helps the channel a lot. And so if you go the extra mile, you have access to my Discord channel, where thanks to Dr. Fobin we have a whole B on Discord. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. Shout out to Dr. Fobin, the DJ Don, and Eric Own. It's been the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Join membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.